Welcome to InstaForex TV channel. The economic news will be presented to you by me, Anna Kasatkina. And now you're watching the overview of the currency and commodity markets for the last week. The US dollar traded lower against most major pairs on Friday after a massive miss in the US non-farm payrolls report. The US economy only added 20,000 jobs when the forecast was calling for 180,000. On March 8, the euro-dollar pair was given a boost and offered a mild recovery to 1.1240 to the exhausted euro. The euro was battered last Thursday after the ECB not only decided to hold rates but subsequently introduced new liquidity provisions in an effort to counter slower than expected growth. The central bank also cut inflation forecasts for 2019, 2020 and 2021 while warning of greater geopolitical uncertainty. Meanwhile, the pound-dollar pair lost 0.56% on Friday, closing at 1.3017. The currency pair was trading at 1.3008 after Theresa May's Brexit package appeared to be headed to another defeat on Tuesday, March 12. For the week, the pound lost almost 200 points. Meanwhile, on the cryptocurrency market, major pairs were trading in the red. Bitcoin continued to be the epitome of stability and was down by less than 1% to trade at $3,887. The loss was much less than that experienced by the other major cryptos. Bitcoin traded above $3,900 for most of the day, rallying to as high as $3,950 before correcting sharply in the last hour. At the same time, oil prices fell on Friday but managed to retrace losses after plunging on data that showed that recent US job gains grinded to a halt in February. Crude futures were also under pressure after data showed a slump in Chinese imports and exports last month, and the European Central Bank slashed its outlook for economic growth on the continent. Brent crude futures were down by 54 cents to $65.76 a barrel, bouncing from a three-week low at $64.02. The international benchmark gained 1% on the week. The U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude futures fell by 66 cents to $56. WTI earlier fell more than 3% to a three-week low at $54.52. The contract rose by 0.5% last week. In the gold market, the precious metal climbed by 1% on Friday to notch a slight gain for the week, boosted by losses in global stock markets on the heels of weak Chinese export and the U.S. jobs data. April gold added $13.20 to settle at $1,299.30 an ounce after briefly trading as high as $1,301.30. After a back-and-forth week, including the lowest settlement on Tuesday since late January, prices for the most active contract were up by 10 cents from the week-ago finish. You've watched the weekly review of foreign exchange and commodity markets on InstaForex TV channel with me, Anna Kasatkina. Bye.